gosh. They're all going against the wind.
Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to another edition with Kelly Joe. And Kelly, Chris, and Mary, you're not going to believe what happened to me last night.
What?
We're going to get into that in a second. So, welcome, everybody. It's tuning in from your couch to our couch. Make sure and stay tuned. Yeah, it was very interesting. We're getting ready to get into that. So, Chris, what you up to?
Oh, working hard all day, UFO reports and various things. Too much to mention.
All right. Kelly, how are you?
Good, keeping busy.
And Mary, how about you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Awesome. So, Kelly, Chris, Mary. Hi, Chris. Hey, Dow. Nice to have you on the show. And everybody that's watching that's not saying hello out there in La La Land. But it was probably about 3:30 in the morning, 3:45. I couldn't sleep. And I was sitting there. I had the bedroom door open, the TV on. I was looking at Bigfoot, Outlaw, and Yeti, our mascots. And about that time, Edison walked by in a T-shirt doing this number in front of the door. And I said, Edison, what are you doing? What are you up? And he didn't stop. I said, Mary. And she's like, what? And I said, a boy's up. And she starts screaming at him. And she didn't comprehend what I was trying to explain to her. I took off running. You know, it's hard for me to run, ladies and gentlemen, with my injury, but I did. I took off running out of the bedroom, down the hallway, and into the kitchen. Nobody was there. Mary went back to sleep. I was like, what the hell, Mary? A little boy walked by the bedroom door this morning, in a T-shirt. Isn't that crazy?
But yeah, my kids were sound asleep in their beds.
Door shut.
What do you get from that, Kelly?
I know, she's tuning. See her tuning?
I know. That's what I'm asking.
I think it was a passerby, and it feels like a little kid that was murdered, and next town over.
See, we wondered because we've taken the SLS camera out, and there's a little playground right in the little court right by our patio. And we've been out there late at night, and we catch it looks like on the SLS camera, and even he said it looks like it's a kid because it's real small, and it's always over by the playground, and we've seen it numerous times, and we kept wondering.
Was him.
Was that him? We kept wondering if
came in the house, and it's an anniversary of his passing.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, it shook me to my core because I was like, get out. And she's screaming at the boys to go back to bed. I'm like, man, it wasn't your boys. And it sounded like a little mini Kawasaki over here. Well, whatever. I know, Dow. Welcome, Pam, Roger. Nice to have you there. Dow. I said more than wow. I couldn't go back to sleep.
Well, you're a medium and you see ghosts.
I don't want to see them, but I do, right.
And they come to you for help. So just tell them to go to the light and through the light. And his family's waiting for him on the other side. Okay. You know, and it's the quietest time of the night. So that's why he came through that way.
See, I see him sometimes when I get shown when it opens up, but I was so sound asleep, he just woke me up. I was like, what? Roger said, have you ever caught a ghost on a bicycle on the SLS cam? We have caught them in weird areas, but we have not had one on a bicycle yet, have we?
I think Roger's making a prank joke on me about the damn ghost in the cemetery a few years ago with Shelby. Turned out to be not a ghost. The damn son of a buck was riding a bicycle through the cemetery with the white t-shirt. That gave me a heart attack. And I told everybody I pack heaters. So don't prank me when I'm on investigations. Well, you know what I'm talking about. I know.
I didn't know the back history.
I thought we were live when it was going down. Shelby didn't know what was going on.
Oh, that's the one you were telling me about. Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
I didn't know
Judy.
about that.
Welcome
Hi,
to the
Judy.
show, Judy. Yeah. So very interesting. Yeah. I can tell you that much.
We actually have one too. It was funny though, when it comes to ghosts, just real quick before we get started, we had one. I took the kids to a park. This was just a few months ago. And I had them down there and I had the SLS, and I always will check certain areas near us and stuff if we're out. And here I am scanning it. And then there's like an area for like picnic tables and a barbecue grill. And there's two ghosts and one's standing there like it's barbecuing. I still got it. We'll have to show it sometime. It was really funny. I was like, oh, I guess they're having a barbecue.
So I got to say this: if they're having a barbecue, you can eat all you want. It's weightless.
That's right. That's a good one.
Chris,
Gluten-free.
shut the front door. Oh, my Lord. Did you send me those flowers that you made? I want to show one of them on the pepper sauce. Can you send me one of them?
What are you needing?
The flowers you made.
Oh, the flyers.
Hey, Chris. Nice to see you there. Kelly Joe saying, hi, everybody. Welcome to my show. So, unbelievable. Yeah, I tell you, it was. And so that's why I'm dead tired right now. I look like I've been drinking. I'm not. I'm just tired.
So you want like the advertisement or just
the flyer that you made.
Just the pictures.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, as we're talking here, put your name in the pot, and we'll go around, shake it up a little bit. But Mary made this little flyer, and I got you down, Chris. And let me bring it up on Facebook. And action here. Oh, wrong button. See, it's been so long, Chris. I'm not used to. I'm still hitting the wrong buttons.
It's the share screen one.
Yeah, that one. Look at Chris. Go ahead, Chris. Laugh. There we go. Share screen, Facebook, and bam. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Love it.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'll blow it up just a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
She does pretty good with her advertisements and stuff. So yes, good evening there, Kathy. Nice to have you on the show. And Roger says hello. And Chris says, can you read that, Mary?
It is nice to see them, but at the same time, those shocker moments are why I'm hesitant to fully open up my abilities. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it can shock you sometimes. I absolutely agree. That's why, like in my path, when I was doing my spiritual path and opening up, like I would see something not so fun and I would jerk myself back for quite a while. Did you have that problem, Kelly? It seems to be a really common occurrence with a lot of people.
No, it didn't. If they got nasty, if I had something that was icky, I'd just send it to the light. It's like, I ain't playing with you.
Right.
Enough of that.
What about you, Chris?
I know what Mary's what they're talking about. Sometimes you get so much information, so many things that come to you at once, and you're trying to decipher all of it. And you got one person yelling at you, one person talking to you, one person wanting information. It can be a juggle. But what I usually do is I just ignore what I don't want to hear and focus on the good stuff.
Oh, there you go. That's one way to do it.
Yep. And then one person at a time so you don't get inundated when you're investigating, because everybody's going to want to talk to you.
Or just say, line up, take another.
That's kind of what we've experienced when we've done our ghost hunts. Is it's amazing, like depending on the energy of the people, like they will be drawn to you or not drawn. And so, like, again, when we first met, we were in a theater, and there was one of the other groups that was meeting with us, and they had teenagers and young children with them. And every time those kids, they were jumping, making noise, blah, 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 our stuff would go dead silent, stop. And then they would walk away, and then all of a sudden, beep, 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 and they'd start communicating, and everything would light up for us again. So, because I kept telling them, I was like, it's the kids that they're too loud. They'll just stop. And that's exactly what
Right.
happens.
And like Pam says, you got to draw boundaries with the spirits.
Sure do. Sure
So-
do.
Absolutely. Scott saying that I'm not Daniel, it's my son's account, but you all knew that. LOL.
Yeah, sure did.
I myself had an
Yeah.
experience the other night too. I was all of a sudden I woke up, oddly enough, on the living room couch. I never sleep or sit on the couch, but I woke up in the middle of the night on the living room couch, as if I'd been placed there, which maybe I had been. You see anything,
That's
Kelly?
pretty wild.
I bet you got picked up again.
Well, damn, Kelly. Sorry, Chris. You just got sucked up again. I love Kelly.
I don't mind at all. I don't mind it.
They just didn't know where to put you back at. What location? Hey, Michelle.
Can I read this, guys? You know, the spirit that we were all just talking about and the little boy. So I decided to put in our apartment complex and the old name. And in 2017, there was an incident of a 3-year-old boy that was shot and killed
Oh, that would have been
That's-
the age.
right here in the highlighting the complex history of safety issues.
There you go.
I wonder if that was him. I bet it was. Because everything that we've seen, we kept saying it looked like it might have been like a little boy the size of a kid that's like 3 to 4 years old, 5 years
Yeah.
old.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what's up, Squatch Man? Hello. Pam says, a lot of time, spirit is persistent and you still have to draw boundaries. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm sure you guys doing readings find that all the passed on people come and visit you about 3 days before you read a person. All the
Oh, yeah.
relatives
Yes.
come and talk at you.
Yeah, I had a real rough time with that in the beginning because I didn't know who and why somebody was coming to me or why I was getting information. And then when the person sit down in front of me and I start doing the cards or doing the reading, it would all just come. And when I would start speaking, they'd be like, "Oh my God!" I'd be like, "What?" And it'd be like, "That's my dad," or "I know who that is." And it's like, "Oh, I didn't know." Yeah, that's pretty interesting. It really is. All right. So, who out there in the audience is brave enough? Is it Pam? Is it Squatch Man? Is it Michelle? Who wants to go first? Pam says, absolutely, spirit does visit before readings. Yeah, it does. But see, I was blessed, though, because I had Kelly, had other people on the network that would help me. Ain't that right, Kelly?
Yep.
Because Kelly got to the point she was like, either you ride the horse or get off of it. So
And it ain't no thinking thing.
that's right. So,
Just like the Tracy Adkins song.
right. That is a good song. I heard that the other day. All right. Anybody? Kathy, Roger, Judy, Dow. Well, they're awful quiet tonight.
Yeah.
I think it's the weather. I feel the temperature drop. I had to turn the heater on, the space heater.
Who wants a reading, guys? Go ahead and start dropping it into the comments.
Pam says I'll go first, even though it's not what she says. Good job, Pam. We miss you, Pam. How's the family? All right, Scott. We'll put you in line second. All right, Pam. Let me get my deck of cards here. Hope all is well.
Judy Greenfield says she'll go first if you want.
All right, we'll put her third.
Daniel wants one.
Yeah.
Scott.
And Judy's third. Okay. All right, here, Pam. Whew. So I don't know if this is me or if this is her. I've got like a small front lobe headache. It's kind of throbbing a little bit. It's interesting.
Are we doing Pam?
Pam Harris, yep. All right, Pam. I was going to stop shuffling, but I was told no. So, interesting. All right, so the first card I got is the 11th house. And it's interesting. If I hold it just right, I got a green screen. That's why we go in and out. It's very colorful, but it talks about friends. And why do we need to talk about friends? And it's interesting because when I talk about friends, I see a heart and I see a lock on it. So that means you know what that represents. And we're not going to talk about anything further on that because we're on the air. So I'm going to go to the next card. Talks about Taurus, which is Taurus in the south or the north, depends on how you pronunciate. Talks about I have. So if you put that with friends, is I have friends that you need to address or that you have friends that you need to speak with. It's interesting because the more and more I talk about that, the more and more I see a road that splits. Kelly, what is that representing when I'm saying that?
It means that the friends that you have all the time friends and sometimes friends and the acquaintances are going to fade.
Okay, that makes sense.
And it's a break of the friendship. You go your way, they go their way.
That makes sense. Chris, what do you got?
Yeah, friends, and of course, also having a big heart, opening up your heart to let love in, and to be able to keep away those that aren't true friends. You're going to know who your true friends are, and then I feel like just let the good people in, let them give you your love, give them love back, and keep your friends that aren't necessarily true friends out of the loop.
Interesting. Okay, Mary's finishing up here. So while Mary's finishing up, Chris says, she's like, Kelly, you are so right about needing a new car.
Oops.
Do you have any progress and any updates on that? Well, Kelly, I can tell you she's hindering herself on the process.
Yep. And I see you getting in a new used older car. It'll be a sedan, a 4-door. It'll be like one that a little old lady kept in the garage and only has like 6,000 miles on it.
That's pretty wild.
Okay, so Pam, what the cards that fell that came out for you, the very first card that fell was the wild card. And so when I see a wild card, this can be like a very pressing issue. A lot of times if this comes out, it could almost be where it's physically manifesting, just so you know. The next card that fell up on that is the addiction card. And so again, I like to always state addiction can be any type of thing that takes an overwhelming interest for you, or you put a lot of time or a lot of thought into it. The next card that fell on that was the depression card. So when I'm getting this, I'm getting that you have like almost a mental block where you're addicted to being sick and depressed. You want to get rid of it. You're not sure why you're holding yourself back. And these are some of the emotions that are trapped that are causing that and why you're not proceeding in life the way you want to. The next card that fell was the gallbladder. And so the gallbladder, that can be what's significant of this, one of the areas where anger can be held. It's held a lot of times in the gallbladder and the liver. So I don't know if you're experiencing any stomach or like potential pains or digestive issues. There may be something that was going on in that area. The next one above that, which is causing a lot of these physical manifestations and the emotional traps, was judgment and trust. So, whatever that started this issue, it's really affecting you a lot with your judgment and your trust. And I'm pretty sure that this is just relating back to what they were talking about on the friendship
And
level.
what did she say?
She said, I've been sick for the last 2 days and I'm very behind.
Oh, I'm
Is
sorry to
it-
hear that.
Is it
Pam.
your stomach area where I'm talking about in that gallbladder area? I mean, it literally, I can show you. They came up right in a row. I'm trying to get it where you can see them.
Whoops.
Sorry, it's hard with the green screen.
There
Yeah.
it goes. You can see now.
All right in a row.
Okay, Virgo says, will my landlady allow me to stay here and rent? I pay my rent on time. What do y'all think? Oh, why do you have doubt? That's interesting.
He said, or they said I discovered mold and they're trying to blame me.
Oh, that's why there's doubt. I don't have my glasses, so I can't read the comments all the way.
And then Pam says, yes, it was her stomach.
It's in the gallbladder area, so there's a lot of anger. Pam,
Ooh.
if you have any crystals or anything, I would be directing energy very quickly toward that area to get those released
Yeah.
because it's gonna start wreaking havoc on you. It's already started.
Only thing I know is about the mold issue. I see a lot of thorns, and I see a lot of swords, and I hear a lot of clanking. That means a lot of fighting, and I don't like fighting. So, what do you get, Kelly?
She'll have to cover herself because that lady might make her move out because she's a threat to her. She's afraid of being sued.
That's the fighting and clanking. Okay.
It would be a battle to stay because it is an old house and it looks like I can smell it. The basement is the main culprit.
You probably need to seal it or something if it's leaking or whatever.
Chris?
I feel like she'll be there a while, but eventually, within maybe a couple months, she'll be out of there because of the mold and mildew. I feel like instead of taking blame for who's really the culprit and the fact that it's there already, they're going to put it on her. They don't want to what's the word, fess up to their own situation. They just want to take it on somebody else and get paid for it or whatever.
Yeah, see, I hear the swords clanking still.
Yep.
Yeah. Mary? I don't know if you want to add anything to it or.
I keep getting a 6, so I would guess you're probably good for about 6 months if this is what everybody's predicting, but I keep hearing a 6.
Which is February, it could be June.
Could be June also, yeah. That's all I'm getting is 6.
I don't see her there for 6. I'm not trying to negate
That's
it.
what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm just getting a 6.
Yeah, it's not a 6 month.
June would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 months, right?
Yeah.
All right, Judy, long time no see. Well, that was weird. Did I just put my cards out? I guess I did. I don't know. That's strange.
No, they were sitting out beside it.
I know. That's what I thought. All right, Judy. You got the Cosmos cards. Cosmos. All right, here. Let's see what you got here. All right. Have you been mischievous? because it's weird. It's got like the, I don't know if I can hold it just right. The jack-o'-lantern look. And can you read that to her?
That one says, I am not this hair. I am not this skin. I am the soul that lives within. Beneath the surface, looks can be deceiving.
Have you been mischievous? So, I see that you want things to change, Judy, and I see that you have made some changes. I see that you are twirling your hair. Wow. I see a lot of flowers this year. So whatever you did last year that you planted and made changes and that you are wanting, you're going to manifest this year. That's pretty awesome, Judy. Chris?
Yeah, it's your dreams are going to come true this year. I feel like it's going to be, if I'm reading wrong, I feel like it's going to be in the summertime. Things are going to blossom more. You're going to see new love, new light, new happiness. On even common things are going to look more elegant, more happier.
Kelly?
Yeah, I'm seeing a whole new cycle for you. Business opportunities, travel, love, spirituality, all the above. And you're going to get a new couch.
Oh. So what I kept hearing was ouch. Ouch. So it actually was couch. Couch. So who was telling me that? Please come forward. Judy, who in your family had a rough time pronunciating words sometimes? Just put that in the comments. Just curious, because this is a voice I'd never heard before.
Is it a male voice?
Female. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so it fell in two different distinct break patterns on the cards. So the first one in the side off to the left, the first card that fell was the family card. And the next one up was the male genital reproduction system. The next card above that is the allergy card. And so when you see an allergy card, that means there's a lot of resistance to a family member. And I would get that as a male family member. There was a lot of resistance too. And then this all fell into what's called the root chakra, which this means this is a base, emotional, and deep set. And this is like something that is very pertinent that has been holding on to you for a long time from this family member. And so the other offset where the cards fell, the next one down, so these all came in a line. And so these are all kind of intertwining. And these are all stemming in and around the third eye chakra, which again, this is going to affect thoughts, your brain, thinking, clarity, all that type stuff. So the way those cards fell, we had one that's a dermatology card, and then muscular. So when this falls flat like that as the first one, I'm going to go ahead and safely assume that you have a lot of issues, probably have already surfaced physically with muscular problems and dermatology and skin problems that's coming through. So these trapped emotions that are coming through that, this is part of that. The next card up is worry. On top of those, then the third eye chakra. And so this is something when I see worry and then the third eye chakra, it is thoughts that are persistent and take over all the time. It's like you may be okay, but it's always in the back of your head bothering you. The next card up from that was insecurity. So overall, this has made you feel insecure in a lot of aspects. And when I see it like showing the muscular and all that and the dermatology, this is like something that's all over and you have a lot of issues with the insecurity. The next two cards were physical cards, or the orange cards. One was respiratory and the other was pancreas. And so respiratory has a tendency to, when it's the area that's being affected, it may be affecting, because you also got the allergy card, even though that's resistance. On the physical level, it can be allergies and respiratory problems. Respiratory also is one that harbors grief and a lot of bad trapped emotions, like if you don't get to go all the way through the grieving and denial process. So grief happens to go in the respiratory a lot. And then the top card was the pancreas card. And so when the pancreas card gets done and shown, it could be where you have manifested blood sugar problems, diabetes, low blood sugar, hypoglycemia. And the pancreas involves the sweetness of life and not being able to enjoy life. And so it's one of those where it holds you back, where this is just constantly looming. So these are the things that you would want to focus on in prayer or any type of spiritual or energy healing to get this stuff released.
And what is this comment saying?
Do you float? I don't know.
Yeah, I float. I float every time I walk outside the front door. No, we don't practice any witchcraft. This is a spiritual channel, and this is Kelly Jo's show. She's a psychic medium. And Judy says, what is that saying?
She says,
My brother-in-law is mentally retarded and he talks funny.
Oh, does he have a high-pitched voice? That's probably who it was then. All right. And Scott says,
that's Daniel Scott, yeah.
what does that say?
It says damn.
He cussed.
Damn.
Like a
Damn.
dame.
Well, what does damn mean? What does float mean? What?
Root beer float.
I think maybe, I don't know.
Satan is afoot. Well, do we need to pray for you? If we do, just let us know. All right, Judy. Sounds like what?
Sounds like a contradictory future. Yes, financial issues since my husband passed away 8 years ago.
Sorry, Judy, dear. Blessings to you.
Sorry.
All right. All right. Now, who's next? Scott, right?
Right.
Yeah, Scott. Hey, Nelda, welcome to the show, hon. I seen you sneak in through the back door. Okay. Scott.
Do we have any mods in the audience, please?
Let's see here.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, Bod.
I got to take care of. No big deal. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here.
So who are we doing? I'm confused.
Scott, go ahead, Kelly.
His grandmother is with him on his mom's side. His son is acting out because he's frustrated. He's going to give him better tools to help him communicate. So I see him getting a new helper that'll really be helpful to help him. You know, also there's a contract for him. And there's like a blank piece of land. So I don't know where that comes in, but that's what I'm seeing. Go ahead.
You know, it's interesting because that was something that was brought up, I think, last year, Scott. And it was interesting because Kelly was speaking. I got pretty much some of the same stuff she got. It was interesting because the land, when she was talking about the land, I seen you signing papers. But I think we talked about this before for you. That was pretty interesting. Chris?
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing land, but I feel like it's going to be. Why am I seeing I believe he's going to build on the land at some point, like build something there. Not right away, but I feel like he's going to build something there in the long term. It's going to kind of be like a surprise in some ways. I feel a lot of good stuff. I don't feel anything bad coming from any of this. And what do you think, Mary? To me, it all feels wonderful.
I'm not feeling any resistance to anything. Hang on just a second. The only cards that popped out on this one was there's just some grief and anger.
He
So-
says, I'm sorry. He says he did, and I sold that house for a huge profit.
Oh, okay, good.
That explains why I was feeling so good about the ordeal.
But I know that there was a lot of anger and frustration last year during the whole process. So, and it was amazing. I remember that. Usually I don't remember people's. That's very interesting.
Sorry, Mary. Didn't mean to disrupt you.
Oh, no, you're okay. It was just the only thing that came out was grief and anger, which, of course, if that's the situation, sometimes it's upsetting, but also grieving when it's something that you've held on to for a while. So it makes sense.
All right, Chris, we'll let you start with Nilda.
Nilda, so what's coming up for me this year, says Nilda. I feel kind of a wild summer, a wild upcoming spring and summer. I feel like there's going to be a lot of maybe some travel around July or August. I also feel like perhaps I keep hearing, I'm hearing something about new beginnings, and something about you're going to either come into money or being given money, but something to do with money. I keep feeling like this, like profit, and I feel like a wild summer coming. I feel like it's going to be like travel, and I don't see anything health wise. I don't see any bad health or anything like that. I just feel a lot of like anticipation for things that are coming. What do you think, Kelly?
Yes, I agree with you. There is a gift of land. It's like an inheritance, like you said, and also travel. And they're showing me sunflowers, so you might take a trip to like Colorado or someplace like that where sunflowers grow. There's also something about Kentucky and new beginnings and better financial solidity than you've had in a long time. Yes, ma'am. Yes. And yes, sir, Chris, you're right. There we go.
Just waiting on Mary.
The only thing that are on these that come out for the cards for the situation was fear. And then the card on top of that is circulatory and dermatology. And so your fear of the situation of everything has been causing a lot of these issues with that. They're circulating and it's affecting you. Now, as far as what they were talking about, Nelda, I'm going to keep it quiet because I actually know more. So I
That's why I refrained. Yeah.
Yep, I won't. I talked to Nelda the other day, so you guys are spot on. That's
I
all I'm
didn't.
going to say. But Nelda, didn't we have a good conversation and then they just confirmed it?
So I got a question. And this is to everybody, even out in the audience. So Mary pulled up in 2017 that 3-year-old was unalived. And so it's probably what I saw
Right.
this morning. And Kelly, you mentioned travelers. What is a spirit traveler?
It's like they're outside around the area of your land. And if something happens, sometimes if you are aware and you're a medium, they'll be drawn to you.
That's what it looked like.
He's autistic.
So this little person was a traveler that came to see you because you're the light in the darkness. You're like a candle in the dark or a lighthouse in the dark.
Right.
You are delight. And they're drawn to you for closure.
Chris, what's your take?
Yeah, a lot of times spirits, especially when they're not, even if they're crossed over, if they come back to visit, that they're drawn to people who can see them and hear them and have communication. A lot of times they'll be even drawn to animals. The animals can see and hear them and interact with them. I've had experiences myself where kids or even kids or animals and things can come to me because I have the gift of being able to see them or hear them or interact with them. It's great. What do you think, Mary or Chris?
So Mary is sending me the footage of the SLS camera. We were out in this particular area where this child was unalived in 2017. And when she sends that to me,
Now this one is like right over to the left is where the playground, and so I had caught it over by the playground, and then I was scanning, and it walked over and it was looking at the sidewalk. And so what you're going to see it on the sidewalk, and you'll see what we're talking about, and this is what we keep running into at different areas of the. See the little kid?
Yeah.
You'll see it a little bit
Yeah,
better.
right there. Yep, he's walking.
Did you see the other one pop up? Just
Yeah, there's two of them. One on the
Yep.
that's
That's
left.
the
I get left, and then one right in the middle.
Yep. And so we always see them all in that area. That's right behind our apartment. And so we see them, and sometimes there's a big one, and then you'll see the kid one, and then sometimes we just see the kid. And I'll go over, and that'll actually
isn't that crazy?
actually on the playground, like standing there, and then we'll go wave hi, and it waves hi to us. And
See
stuff.
what I see. But isn't that crazy?
Yep. Somebody in the room said, "Where are they?"
What, the little kid right now?
No, it's is this the same as transient spirit that is unbound to a specific event or location? Can they be crossed? Yes, you can cross them over.
You want to show them the
Any spirit can be crossed. Either they are lost, trapped, or they don't want to go. Right, Kelly?
Correct.
You want to show them the barbecue one?
Let me see. Chris, what's your take on that?
Yeah, the spirits once they even if they cross over, they can come back to visit. I've had spirits come back to visit people around the corner. In fact, I'll never forget. This was back in might have been 2017 as well. I was playing. I have an arcade machine, or I did have at the time. I still got one, but now it's improved. I was playing that. Out of the corner of my eye comes this black person, or a black mass, I should say, like it's a full body figure, but it just walked right through the walls. Just walked right through. I thought it was my dad. I went and looked around. Nobody was there, but I literally saw it out of the corner of my eye. Just walk right through the walls like a human figure. So yeah, they are. They can come and go.
So go ahead, Kelly.
I used to work at a metaphysical shop, and there was a bench out front. So I'm sitting there and I'm eating my lunch, and all of a sudden this older gentleman sits down, and he had, white salt and pepper hair and sparkly, sparkly blue eyes. And he sat down and he goes, "How's your day going?" He goes, "I'm having a great day," he told me. And then he got up and he walked around the corner, and then he was gone. He was a ghost I was talking to.
That's crazy. Now, this next video, Mary, what is this about?
This is the one I was telling you about at the park with the ghosts doing the barbecue.
Oh, cool.
I thought you guys would want to see it. I thought it was funny because I was like, wow, if that's where they hung out and they went there for barbecue, then there you go, I kept catching them there. It was funny. I was just like, I'd start talking to them and asking them if they were barbecuing, and then they'd kind of disappear, and then they'd come back, and you could see the guy look like he was flipping a burger or something.
Yeah, he is. And
Yeah.
then there's a lady too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
A man and a woman. They're just living their best life in ghost life.
Yep. And the funny thing is I've gone there a few times and checked, and it was only that one time that I've actually caught them. So I like to, if I start seeing a bunch of activity, then I'll go back to the area to double check and everything. And so I got them that evening a bunch, and then I'm hoping I can catch them again. And I want to take the voice boxes and see what they're saying.
Oh, neat.
So I kind of want to see if they start talking about barbecue or anything.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, take your voice box there. Yeah. Neat.
Isn't that crazy? And we're also going to be investing in a little bit more equipment this year since I'm a lot better in my health.
Good.
And I'm not 6 feet under. So
Better 6 feet above than 6 feet under. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. But you know what? I had fun tonight. What about you guys?
Yes, it was a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. And Chris, Kelly, Mary, it's been fun. And hopefully everybody enjoyed the show. And if we didn't get you tonight, hey, we got next week. And thanks,
Absolutely.
Pam. I'm glad. Thank you. And from coast to coast, around the world, Godspeed, everybody. We love you, and we'll catch you on the next show.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.